For today's Cyber CEO episode,
having a cyberbacker is exciting for our team. It's a new step in the right direction. It's just been nice to have 𝗙𝗲𝗏𝗏 is our cyberbacker's name. It's just been really nice to have her working on some of those things that we can't handle on a day-to-day basis. She has been fulfilling our expectations and exceeding them.
Welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. All right, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is 𝗙𝗲𝗶𝗶. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show right now. Ben, how are you doing today?
I'm well. 𝗙𝗲, how are you?
Yes, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking and for dropping by. I know you're very busy. Now, to kick things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So I need your help here. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe starting off with, what's your role in the business, Ben?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm Ben 𝗙𝗏𝗏, and thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to do this. It's exciting and fun, and having a cyberbacker is exciting for our team. It's a new step in the right direction. I'm the team leader. I primarily list properties. We have two buyers agents on the team, Melanie and Steven, and I have a director of operations, Anne. And she crushes it behind the scenes. We also have a social media coordinator. Her name is Belle, and I have a listing assistant right now that helps me with picture day and just all the things that go with that. And so we're definitely growing the team, and it's exciting times here.
That's good to know. Now, how long have you been in the real estate business, Ben?
Yeah, so I got in 2013. So getting close to 10 years. It's hard to believe.
As they say, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
There you go. Now, how about with virtual leverage? I'm curious, is this your first time working with someone virtual?
Yes, it is.
First go.
It is. And I had kind of a fear of it for the longest time, just not having, I guess the word would be control necessarily over what they're doing, and having a cyberbacker has helped us overcome those fears. So for sure.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So can you tell me about those fears? What other fears did you have about virtual leverage?
Well, yeah, just, I started on a team actually with my mother-in-law, Barbara. We pretty much handled everything. We were the salespeople. We were the admin team. It was everything done. Everything was touched by us. And Barbara retired a few years ago, and I knew at that point that I was going to need some administrative help, at least to start. And so accomplished that, and that has been fantastic. And just kind of growing the team, growing the business. Leverage is absolute necessity. And the cyberbacker, a lot of initial questions were removed on that first call, and just being able to voice exactly what we needed to the cyberbacker staff in charge of finding us the right cyberbacker. That I think was the key in just removing those concerns we had.
Go again, the concerns. But again, during that first call, you would have to talk to one of our growth backers, right? Remember,
yes,
just creating lists, things like that, and telling them what you needed. But
that's right.
I'm curious, before we dive more into that, how was it transition for you? Because you mentioned that this is your first time working with someone virtual. So how was the transition for you? Was it a big change?
It wasn't a huge change for us initially. Again, I have an excellent director of operations that was helping me with everything in the background, putting together those lists, and we would meet on it, and she would get the growth backer what what they needed to start that process. And so having help with that was huge as well. It's just been nice to have 𝗙𝗃𝗃 is our cyberbacker's name. It's just been really nice to have her working on some of those things that we can't handle on a day-to-day basis.
Because every day there are a lot of things for, of course, a real estate team to do. And there are a few things that might fall through the cracks or slip through the cracks, right? So
yes,
good thing to have a cyberbacker there. Now,
yes.
Talking about those cracks, what are the things or what are the tasks that you'll leverage off to 𝗙𝗃𝗃, your cyberbacker?
Yeah. So right now, let's just say we closed 95 transactions last year, right? And some of those we sent, just listed, just sold postcards out to the surrounding area, and we tried to farm those areas, but we weren't doing anything methodical. It was kind of just off the cuff, whatever we could get done at the time in the busyness of what was the last 2 years, right? So what we are having 𝗙𝗃𝗃 do is circle prospect around every just listed and just sold property, whether it's a listing, somebody we helped sell, or a client we helped purchase a home. And we are just trying to get the word out about what the market is like, because not everybody follows it like we do, right? Not every consumer is hawking their property value every day like we are. And so just getting the word out to the general vicinity around a property, because if you call somebody and say, hey, I just sold 123 Main Street, it's 3 doors down from you, that kind of rings a bell for them, right? They know where that is. So they have a commonality almost immediately on that. And we're not just using a shotgun approach. We're targeting a specific area each project we close. So, yeah.
So mainly her task is then mainly a lot of the admin staff, a lot of the back end things then. Is that right?
Yes.
A lot of those.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want to talk more about 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃, your cyberbacker. So before you got partnered with her, you went through the hiring process. So how did you know that 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃 was the perfect fit for what you needed in the team?
So we did. We interviewed a few, and we were looking for somebody really. So I've made hundreds of calls in the last 9 years or so, and I know how it feels to make those calls, and I know what it sounds like when that call goes well. And I know what it sounds like when the call doesn't go well. And so I kind of used that criteria in my experience making phone calls, whether it's a cold call or a warm call or a call to a client. At least from my experience, I wanted somebody I felt like could connect with the person on the other line and get the message across well, what we're trying to do and what we have to offer them.
Gosh, so those were the things that you needed because of the tasks that you wanted your cyberbacker to do. Now, how long have you been with us, by the way, Ben?
Just about 2 months. 2 months. Yeah.
Now, 2 months into the partnership with 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃, how did you create a successful partnership with someone who's virtual? We have a lot of listeners that are also business owners, as I mentioned earlier. So do you have any tips that you can share with them on how to create, again, a successful virtual partnership?
Yes. Well, it's got to be a win-win, right? And so setting expectations, I think, is the key, right? And that's all done as part of that initial creation of the relationship with cyberbacker, and the growth backer handles some of that. You want to lay out as an agent, as a team leader or a rainmaker, what your expectation is for the cyberbacker. First of all, what you are asking them to do, and then with relation to that, what results you expect to see. So our goal for 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃 in our particular circumstances, our goal for her is to connect with people that might want to buy or sell their property, and then put us in touch with them. Okay. And we have very specific expectations for her for how many leads we would like to see her get to us every week and every month. Just like we have goals for our business and milestones we want to reach, right? We set those goals because without a goal, there's really no vision. And so setting those goals and expectations up front, it really just takes care of all that. I guess ours weren't too far out of reality because we didn't get any pushback on it. 𝗙𝗃ce just said okay, and she has been fulfilling our expectations and exceeding them.
All right, there we go. So really communication and the expectations towards your cyberbacker again, because
Yes.
they would be doing their task, but they need to know what they're striving for, what they're reaching, right? A goal that they have to reach, right?
That's right.
Now, one last question for you, Ben, and I forgot to tell you, 𝗙𝗃ce is going to be listening once we have this episode uploaded.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, great.
we would like to know, what do you like most about 𝗙𝗃ce? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
She just has a kind spirit, and you can hear it in her voice. And she sent us a family picture of her family hanging out, and they just look like great people. And we're so happy that we're have the opportunity to support her and what she's doing and her family.
Yes. We are very, very excited to see where this partnership grows to, of course, in the next couple of months. And again, Ben, thank you very much for dropping by. I had fun talking to you today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.